I've been looking at a lot of companies, a lot of different brands, a lot of different manufacturers, and all that. And one of the brands I genuinely did not expect to not be perfect was Tarmac Works. And this is my first Tarmac Works model. If you don't know, Tarmac Works have basically two different lines. They have the Global 64 as well as the Hobby 64. Now, Hobby 64 is kind of their more quote unquote premium brands because, well, basically everything Tarmac Work does is premium. But Hobby 64 usually come in an acrylic case. It's usually oh my god, it's usually screwed to the base. You can take out the car, but it's usually screwed in. These cars are usually based on actual racing liveries and basically race cars, which is really cool, but they're super expensive, and thankfully they're not really my thing. I do like my cars a little bit more stock with not too fancy liveries. I do collect, different liveries. Golf will be one of them. Oh no. Well, that happened. Golf liveries is one of them. The other is Momo. And I think my girlfriend likes the Momo colors better because she thinks it's cuter. And I definitely agree. It's still very good looking. I don't think anything happened to that Ford GT, which is unfortunate. That's one of my favorite models. I really don't want to break it. But where was I? Yeah, and Tarmac Works, the Global 64 usually come around, at least in the United States, $10 to $15, which is roughly around the same price they will be in like China, because these Tarmac Works is a company based in Hong Kong, so getting stuff in China, in Asia, will be a lot cheaper. But still in the United States, unless you're trying to get like a Pagani Zonda or a Koenigsegg, these are usually not super expensive, but they're still up there, right? That's like the Mini GT level. And speaking of Mini GT, I do have to talk a little bit about quality control once again, because I don't understand why this keeps happening to me. Like, I want to know, like, have I just been super unlucky with getting stuff with quality control issues? Am I being way too picky and this is not a big deal and this is just something I should expect and get used to? Or is it something else? Or like these companies really have to up their quality control game? But anyway, the Hobby 64s usually come with a box. It's a really nice box. It has a backing card at the back. There's the Tarmac Works kind of containers. Is a cardboard one, but I think Tarmac Works definitely also does plastic ones, so you can display them. I think it's a really cool idea, and there's more plastic up here to protect it. That's not what you're here for, right? So this is an Audi R8. I think in general it looks really good. The I have a lot of like more basic Hot Wheels Momo ones, and it's just a lot of them look weird because without the headlight printings, the all covered in red just makes it look really weird. But this one is really well done. Like, you can see the paint, you can see there's different pieces used for the headlights. Looks really nice, and think for the backlights as well. Yep, these are all plastic inserts. The spoiler should be a separate piece, I'm pretty sure. And you do get the rear view mirrors on the sides, and these are actually a little soft rubber, so it's kind of similar to how Mini GT does it. And there's Momo on the windshield as well. Momo and the website. It does come with rubber tires, two-piece tires, rear riders, whatever you want to call it. They don't really roll because Tarmac Works are obviously designed more as models than toys. Not that any premium brands, like basically every premium brand, and by that what I mean is like rear riders or rubber tires, usually are designed for display, but a lot of companies like Hot Wheels have really good rolling wheels. But I think these companies go more for realism, and because the wheels sit really tight in a lot of these supercar wheel wells anyway, so like bringing them to this kind of level, like this kind of scale, it's just gonna make it even tighter, so it's very, very hard to make it spin. I definitely think it's a plus when companies can make them roll, but it's not really a priority. And down here it has a plastic base, officially licensed by Audi AG. It says Tarmac Audi R8 V10 Plus, made in China. And yeah, at a first glance it looks really good, but there is a little bit of a tempo issue in my opinion. It's not huge, but if you look down, and I just want to make sure this focus is right. There is pretty big, I don't know if that's like a stain or is that like broken temple work, if it's like been scratched off. But if you look at it real close, I think it's really horrible, honestly. But like if you can see it in the camera too, right? If you look at it from an angle, from a little bit of a distance, it's really not noticeable. But for the price I'm paying, again, this kind of things just really annoy me because Hot Wheels is a $7 thing and they can get it consistently right. I know like they're not on the same level. Obviously, Hot Wheels has much fewer pieces, and I think it does contribute to making quality control easier. But yeah, this is, in my opinion, this is not good whatsoever. But I think I don't know if it's like a quality control issue, if it's just something that happens during transit, because obviously this model well, first of all, this is how it's packaged, right? So it's packaged like so with the two-piece plastics protecting it, and I feel like it might just it's a possibility that it just rubbed off on the plastic, but I've actually taken a look at the plastic already, and there's no evidence of like loose paint or anything like that. But I still think it's a distinct possibility that just happened during transit, like from the company, from the factories in China to distributors coming from Asia all the way to the US to the seller I got it from on eBay, and then to me. Like there's a lot of opportunity for paint coming off. But still, either way, like right, either they have to up the quality and control for their actual models, or they have to rethink their packaging and think about how it's gonna turn out in transit. And again, I might just have been super unlucky, and this is very, very rare occurrence. This kind of thing that's annoy me and makes me less inclined to get their other stuff, right? Like I pay I think yeah, this model costed me $10 without considering shipping. Like makes me a lot less inclined to pay another $10 to get another model. Well, my girlfriend already got me the Koenigsegg because it's a lot cheaper and not cheaper. Well, in China it is. It's cheaper than the Hot Wheels one. It's better quality. It's more accurate. It's 164, and I'm probably gonna get a Zonda if I can find like a good Chinese seller as well. Because the Zonda is super expensive here, but it's a lot cheaper in Asia. So that's what I'm gonna look at. But right now, like, I don't know, this is one of the things that really bother me, and has been this way with a lot of other companies too. So I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just too picky. This is just something I should expect. But yeah, that's it. That's my look on the Tarmac Works Momo Audi R8. Thank you for watching.